Okay. Alright. Loving the ominous Kiwami 1 music, but okay, hello, hi, YouTube, because I'm not streaming this. Don't know why, I just don't feel like it. But, I did the reaction to this last year because it happened at like 2 or 3 a.m. my time, the one last year, and so I reacted to it the day after. It is now 7:55 p.m. because, PST, Pacific Standard Time, or Daylight Time, what time are we in? Which way does it go? I have no idea. I did this last year, so why not do it this year? I, still, as of recording, have not actually seen the Gaiden or 8 trailers, but I have seen some things just on the internet, like I've seen Ichiban's ass for the 8 trailer. I've seen Kiryu's Spider-Man moves in the Gaiden trailer, and also people just thirsting over Kiryu, but that's also just what people do. What else is new? So, yeah, I haven't seen either, so hopefully they play both of them again, and I can react properly, because that's what I was kind of saving this for. Also, hopefully my sound and stuff is all good, because I'm doing this real weird. I've never quite done this before. But yeah. May or may not briefly pause the recording and then restart it up in like a minute or two, because I don't know how I'm gonna ramble for like 5 minutes. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know why I'm not streaming this. I haven't done a whole lot of not streaming, but only recording content. I think the last time I did this was when I was doing the Mesu King sub-stories in Kiwami 1. Fitting that this is the song playing, because this is a Kiwami 1 song. I'm pretty sure that was the last time I did a recorded only content, because I was like, I don't want to do this on stream. You don't want to watch me get mad at rock, paper, scissors, but with sexy bug ladies in this children's card game within a video game. Don't worry about it. I have no expectations for this. I'm expecting it to just be more info on Gaiden and 8, or Infinite Wealth, whatever it's called. And nothing else. Obviously, if they show off anything else, that'd be nice, but I'm not expecting it. Not at all. Because, like, I think they were already kind of pushed to their limits, making 3 games at once, and technically they kind of offloaded Ishin a little bit. I think. I don't remember how it goes. And I have no one to correct me because I'm all on my own. This is so weird. I'm not used to this. Oh, okay. Hi, camera. Hi. Right, because they were doing, like, last year, when they revealed the Ishin stuff, they had, like, Kuze, Awano, and Shibusawa's actors come up, and they're like, hey, where's our prologue game? We want one. We want a game on our characters, please and thank you. Yeah. Hopefully I have a chance to talk about it, about my feelings about 8 and Kiryu coming back later, because boy, do I have thoughts, TM. I mean, luckily, outside of the reveal of Kiryu is coming back, we haven't seen too much of Kiryu in 8, so hopefully Kiryu being back in 8 isn't like a Zero scenario where they're bouncing back and forth, but it probably is. And that's the case, I'm also scared, because even though Zero starts and ends with Kiryu, emotionally, I feel like Zero is more Majima's game, And I feel like they might do the same thing here where, yes, you start and end with Ichiban, but emotionally it's still a Kiryu game, not an Ichiban game. I have other things about it. But oh, it's starting. I'll get into that later. Right, yeah, they have their own little, like, custom thing. Little intro. There's definitely some clips from Gaiden in there because there's a bunch of characters I'm like, I've never seen you before in my life. You can't see me, but I'm bobbing my head. Is this as high quality as it goes? Yes.
RGG Thank you very much for coming to this event, RGG Summit Summer 2023 today. And thank you very much for watching the stream too. So she's going to be the host today, Atsuka Uchida.
Okay, hang on, let me turn that off.
開催された RGG サミット2022に続き、本日は RGG サミットサマー2023と題しまして、龍が如くスタジオから今後発売されるタイトルについての最新情報を日本、北米、ヨーロッパ、そしてアジア各地域の皆さんに向けてお知らせしてまいります。どうぞご期待ください。
Hopefully they turn up the person translating, because I actually can't hear her over the person speaking in Japanese.
We'd like to introduce representative and producer of RGG Studio, Masayoshi Yokoyama-san. Please welcome him to the stage.
I wonder if these are Gaiden tracks, or if it's just unique to this. Because I don't think any of these songs are familiar yet.
Alright, so he is the Masayoshi Yokoyama-san.
こんにちは。
Hello.
株式会社セガ龍が如くスタジオ代
I
表
am
の横山でござい
RGG
ます。
Studio
本日は
executive
RGG サミ
producer
ット
from
ご来
Sega,
場ご視聴いただきま
Yokoyama.
して
Thank
誠
you
にあり
very
がとうご
much
ざい
for
ます。
watching our
今日は
RGG
ですね
Summit
龍
Summer
が如くセブン
2023.
ガイで名を消した男
Today
と
we will
龍
be
が如く
talking
8の
about
最新情報について
Yakuza Like a
キャストの
Dragon
方
7,
々も交
Like a
えて
Dragon Gaiden,
伝えて
A
いけた
Man
らと
Who
思って
Erased
おり
the
ますの
Name,
で
and
大体
also Like a
45
Dragon
分
Infinite
もう少し
Wealth.
かかるかもしれませんがそれぐらいのお時間になる
And
と
we'll
思いま
probably
す
be
がお付
taking
き合い
around
のほどよろしくお願いいた
45
し
minutes, and
ま
we'll
す
be going ahead and giving
よ
you
ろしくお願い
guys
し
more
ます。
information with the
さあ
cast.
横山さん、昨年に引き続き
Alright,
2
45
回目
minutes
の
of this.
RGG サミットとなりました
は
が、本日は発表する内容が盛りだくさんだ And と we've 聞い
heard
ており
that
ま
there's
す。
a lot of announcement.
まあそうですね。
Yeah,
まあ去
that's
年
right,
の
that's right.
9月
So
14日だったん
last
です
year,
かね。
September,
RGG サミットっていう
we
形
had
で初めて
our
龍
first
が如くスタジ
RGG
オプライベー
Summit.
トショー的なことをやらせてい
And
た
did
だい
kind of
て
like our first
まあその時
show.
は去年は
And
龍が如く
first,
維新
last
極みが
year, I think
まあ
we
ゲーム内容の部分
did
メインだったん
Like a
ですけれど
Dragon
も
Ishin,
タイトルとしての
極
存在という形で龍が如くセブンガイ
and
で
also
名
we
を消した男と
announced
龍が
just
如
the
くエイト
title,
発
Like
表
a
させていただ
Dragon,
きましたが
Yakuza Like a Dragon's
まあそこから9ヶ
Gaiden,
月間ですか
and also
黙りに
Yakuza
黙って
8, and now we're
やっ
calling
てまい
it
り
Like a
ました
Dragon
が
Infinite Wealth.
はい今日
However,
は
now finally we can
出せる範囲で
reveal
皆
more
様に
information
お
that
伝えできれば
not
と
all of it, but the ones that we can
横
reveal
山さん
today
のお
will
話
be
もあ
like
り
to
ました
talk
が、
about the game.
全くこれまで情報が出
So as
て
you
いな
said,
かったんですが、
since the
ここ
last
に来て
announcement,
突
there
然
was
の
not
2
much
作品の
information.
I do
映像
have
公開
props.
ということで、
Or have to give
皆さん
props to
は
the people that are
覚えてい
translating
らっ
this
しゃるんじゃない
live.
でしょうか。
まあ驚いてもらう
Yeah,
ように
probably the fans
Because I
are
don't think
surprised.
they have.
We
作ってなかったわけ
actually
じゃ
I
ない
mean, this part they might have like a vague script of what these two are supposed to be saying, but
is actually going
まあ今日ち
smoothly.
ょっとご視聴いただいて
it's a lot. It's a lot to be able to translate something live
Watching this
while they're still talking.
know exactly, but the stage is
100人ぐらい
pretty
呼ん
big,
でますけ
Yeah,
ど
the
and
venue
we
is
actually
very
have a
big.
lot of
ク
people
リエイ
are
ターは多分
here.
自分たちが作ったものを
And
早く出したくてしょうがない
Probably
ん
the
で
creator, the
みんなワ
devs
クワクして
really
ると
want
思い
to
ます
just release and show you
その
guys
ワクワ
what
クを少し
exactly
でも
what we have in
画面の向
the
こうの方
oven.
に伝わればいいなと
So hopefully this excitement could be passed
さあ
on
そ
to
し
the
て今日
people
はまず
who's
どちら
watching
のタ
too.
イトルからご紹介いただけ
So
るんで
which
しょうか。
title are you
先に
going
出
to
る方から
introduce?
So
いきたい
first,
と思
we're
います
gonna
の
be
で
announcing
龍が
the,
如く
or
セブン
giving
ガ
you
イデンの
more
消した
information
方から
about the one that's gonna
い
be
ければと
releasing
思います
first.
では
Yakuza
まず
Like a Dragon,
先日公開され
Gaiden,
たト
A
レー
Man
ラー
Who
の方をご覧
Erased
くだ
the
さい
name. here's the trailer.
Okay, so here's the trailer proper. I get to react to it. Hell yeah.
それで今回の指令は
あなた好みの単純な力仕事です。ある人物を警護してい
The
た
fact that Kiryu's now like a quote-unquote monk is wild.
コードネーム上流。
I also love how his code name is just his last name but with a different first character.
トラブル発生。車はまだか。
到着まで3分。何があった？
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる。
Pick out the koi?
さもなきゃ。これから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ。
Oh no, so that's where that dramatic phrase comes from. It's this. Yep, there we go. There's the Spider-Man moves. Hell yeah. Okay, we in a bunker? What the fuck? Excuse me?
お前の名は
It's Osaka Castle! 2!
俺に
Or
名はない。
3, technically. It also kind of, the way it was like, you know, very lit, also kind of looked like Gion and Kenzon. It's definitely not. And it means nothing. But something about the way the doors open to like in the like light stuff. Words help, please. My brain is already breaking, and we're only like rebellion here.
The main character Kazuma looks a little
Something about it reminded me of Gion and Kenzon.
looks like he's wearing their classy kind of dandy suit.
But yeah, there's Kiryu and his Spider-Man moves.
Gaiden, a man who raised his name. So Kiryu Kazuma is
God, I couldn't like figure out what was happening on Twitter because again, I didn't like watch this live.
6.
I just like saw like the aftermath, and people were like posting not only like pictures or gifs of, you know, Kiryu using spider moves in that,
Kiryu Kazuma,
but people were then also like posting clips and stuff of like the PS4 Spider-Man game, but Spider-Man was like model swapped into Kiryu, and I'm just like, what is happening?
that's why he can't
I had to figure out what the hell was going on.
その桐生一馬の、かつて桐生一馬だった男と
like a man who previously was known as Kiryu Kazuma. So it's the story about him. So that's why he's not wearing the classic red shirt, gray suits, but a different outfit.
He used to be known as Kiryu Kazuma, except I'm pretty sure he still goes by that name in 7, and Gaiden's before 7, so he's getting his name back.
Organization.
ちょっと
So
これあれですよね。
So if you look at it,
黒いス
he's
ーツ
not
で
like
サングラス
wearing
で
some
一応これ
you know,
桐
like
生
flamboyant,
真剣に
like
変
the
装してるんですよ
crazy.
これ変装
But
した
he's
状態
Wearing more like a dark
誰もわかんないです
suit.
これ桐生
He's trying to, you know, act like he can't
なので
expose himself. So that's why no one can tell because he's wearing a sunglass and black suit. No one can tell that he's Kiryu Kazuma.
Yeah, sure, no one can tell. He could be wearing the iconic suit and people don't know he's Kiryu. Not even the people mimicking him. There have been several sub-stories about this. No one knows what Kiryu looks like.
She's very excited about them.
Not even the people mimicking him.
It looks like there was a different game
先ほどの映像にも
fighting
少し入ってましたけど
Yeah,
from
that's
the
right.
previous seasons.
とか
That's right,
いわゆる
that's
こう
right.
喧嘩的な
So
アクションもも
usually
ちろん入って
Kiryu
る
Kazuma has that street fighting, Yakuza style fighting, you know, punch, kick,
そうですね。
throw
ちょっと見た
stuff.
ことのないような
But
能
there
力な
was a
のか
little
飛び
more
道具な
different
のか。
thing
能
that
力では
showed.
ないんですけれど
But it's not like a skill that
まあ
he
今回
has,
スパイアク
but
ション的な
he actually
要素
has
が
some
結
kind
構
of
入って
spy
たりしま
actions.
すので
Spy
element in
actions?
this
Okay.
game. So today, I would like to showcase a cool battle scene. Actually, this video was recorded yesterday.
取れたて
So
ほや
this
ほや
is the
で
newest
撮ってきました
info, huh?
Exactly,
こちらをちょっとご覧いただい
exactly.
て
So
今
let's
回
go ahead and
バトルアク
show
ションのスタイルについて
the two styles of the battle actions. So first, one video. Let's go.
Is that Brawler? It's almost like Brawler. It's not his normal combo moveset, but it's definitely familiar. Okay, well that one is. That didn't look like his normal, like, square, multiple square triangle combo. Although the kick definitely did.
はい、こちら今ご覧いただいたのが
Yakuza style.
オーリュースタイル
So
という
this
ものなんですけ
video
ど
show the Oryu style,
詳しくお願いします
the Yakuza style.
So
Battle
Yakuza
action.
style
Something dragon style in Japanese. I don't know what that first kanji is.
tattoo that's shown in Kiryu's
If I could
back.
find out real
So that's
fast.
why we call it Oryu style, aka the Yakuza style. So what I'm saying about this is like the street fighting style. You know, it's most of it is like physical contact.
Kanji
action
was
is
that?
the main style.
I
of
need
this
to draw it
fighting
first.
style. So if you have
It
played
had
a lot of the
heart
Yakuza
on the
series,
inside.
it's the classic, the fighting style of Kiryu. But
But
there's
And then
one
where's-
more different battle action. Let's go ahead and show that video right now.
Agreements. Huh. Okay, and then here's agent style, I think this one is called, according to the website. Or people who've looked at the website, because I definitely haven't. Is that weird triangle effect just part of the video, or is that actually in game? I wonder. Okay, so... Okay, you can grab things to you. Okay, okay. That's neat. You can just fucking Spider-Man them around. Yo, you can call drones? I can be the Amon. I am the Amon. Fuck you. I'm Amon Yakuza 6. Okay, that's good. Oh, agent style looks like it's gonna be fun.
That looks really, really different from the other style.
So yes, this is the new battle action, the agent style. So if you've seen spy movies or like, there's a lot of the gadgets that they use. So he will be using these gadgets to fight against enemies. So in the release announced trailers that we've shown, there were like some couple wire action already. But now that you saw, there was drones too.
Yeah, the drones got fucking Yakuza 6 Amon flashbacks. I hate that fight so much.
So it's more for
Such an awful fight.
multiple enemies, and you'll be able to use it efficiently against that depending on the situations. So kind of added this battle action to match
You know, right? That wasn't dragon.
this game.
It has dragon like in it, but I forget that's not the actual kanji for dragon.
Kiryu Kazuma being the solo main character.
Or I mean, like it is, but it's not like there's like
I wanted to
multiple dragon kanjis.
another new style of the battle action in this game and have
いやちょ
player
っとかな
enjoy.
りね、雲の糸を使ったような能力ですとか、
Oh, these
本当にいろ
wired
いろなこと
action
が
looks
で
like
きる
the
ように
spider
なっ
webs.
てかなり多彩な能力なんだ
It
と思
looks
います
very interesting with all the new gadgets too.
Oh right, Oriole's a
Thing that we
fucking
actually
dragon
have
mythology.
one, focused and important in mind in the Yakuza series is because we're fighting. It takes
It's,
place in the city, so we're fighting
Yinglong.
So,
So yeah, it's dragon and
anything that's around in the city,
agent styles in Japanese. That's what they're doing.
and be able to uniquely use those in different situations, and that's why
That's what they're
in the
doing.
recent series, like all the other series, you were able to do that. But now
And then it's Yakuza and agent.
those signs or objects. So hopefully
For,
the
us
battle
English speakers.
strategy has improved / changed, updated with this agent style as well. So hopefully you will enjoy this style
ま
as
ず
well.
はバトルアクショ
Yeah,
ン
being able to grab items to you sounds like it's
Much
gonna be
for
fun.
explaining a lot about the
Because that was like
action.
half the fun of Beast style was that the fact that you didn't have to go deliberately pick up an item, Kiryu would just automatically do it.
the story.
については
Yeah.
So agent looks like it's gonna be fun.
So if you've seen, some people
Probably a little
realize
weird, but
that,
fun.
yes, it is taking place in the city. So this story, so it takes place after 3 years after the Yakuza 6, and also there are like stages that showed up around there.
Yeah, so we're back in Sultanbori.
Previous games.
We'll never escape it.
As
It and Kamurocho are here
the
forever.
main location would be the Sotenbori. Probably, if you think about why,
I would love to see the other games, or not other games, the other cities, like the ones in 5. I would love to see them
ultimate
and like newer graphics and not being blocked by a bajillion invisible walls.
So that's why we wanted to
That'd be fun.
ファンの皆さんには同じ
Don't know how or why we'd ever go back, but would love to see them again.
街なんですけれども、それに加えてですね、先ほどの映像のラス
And
ト
also
に
in
で
the
すね、
video that was
竜が
shown
如く
earlier.
Yeah, this place. Something about this place reminds me of Gion and Kenzon.
And,
I don't know why. I think it's just because
this,
colorful lights
golden castle.
along like a middle like main road, and then there being like a big ass like
previous series.
tower in the back. It looks a lot like Gion.
There are some people who haven't played yet.
ちょっと
Apologies.
ご認識いただければと思うんですけれど
However,
なんかね金色に輝いて
so
る
like the golden
大阪城的なもの
castle,
が映って
like a Osaka castle kind of style.
これは大阪城
Is
で
this
は、
まあよ
Osaka
く似た
Castle?
何かなんです
Well,
よね
something that's really similar to
な
that.
るほど、
Osaka Castle 2.
この城の
I
周
made that joke already. I don't care.
カジノっぽ
And
か
it
った
also
り、ホテ
seems
ル街っ
like
ぽかったりっていう風にかなり
the area around the castle looks like casino and all those like fancy buildings.
Oh, there's like a clown face in the back. I hate that.
We wanted to showcase that we have stages like
なんで
this
しょうね
as
いわゆ
well.
るちょっとした
So
小さな街みたいな空間になっ
I
てま
wanted,
すので
it's like a
ここに
mini,
どんな
like
遊びが入
it's
っているのか
an
っていう
area
こと
that
こ
kind
の
of looks
画
like
像をよ
a
く見ると
miniature
分かります
city.
ね
Like if you look at the picture, you can kind of tell a lot of it, huh?
闘技場って字も見え
So,
ます
oh, you can see
もはや隠して
Colosseum
ないに近い
in,
ですまあいろんな
too.
遊び
So,
が
well, anyways,
広げ
there's
られ
a
る場
lot
所
of
になります
interesting sites
さらに
here.
ですね、最後に天守閣に座っていたキ
And
ャラ
also,
クターも
I
登
wanna
場していま
know
したけれども、
トレーラー
a
の方
little
です
bit
ね
about the character who was sitting on the top of the tower.
Oh,
あれ
yeah,
は
it
新
was
キャ
in
ラ
the
クターだ
trailers
ったり
too.
するんですよね
But-
で超重要人物だ
So
ったり
that
もするん
guy
です
in
け
the
れ
blue
ど
suit is a
まあ
really,
この辺
really
で
important character in this game, but
こっちもなんかざわざわしてま
it
すね
seems like a lot of people
声
are
が聞こえてき
皆
まし
さ
た
んまた
ね。
早く出たいのかなと
talking.
思いますの
It
で
seems like they
まあ
really want to show up,
新しい
come
They
on
are
stage
guests.
right
方
now.
にご
So-
登壇いただいてキャラ
So
クターに
let's
ついて
go
お話し
ahead
できれ
and
ば
have
と思い
our
ます
guests over
はい
and talk
さ
about
あ
the
それでは
characters.
今作に登場されるキャストの方々をお呼びいたし
So
ます。
please welcome all the
ま
guests.
ずお一人目は桐生
First
一馬役を演じられます黒田孝也さん。
Oh yeah, Kuroda's here.
Who's playing the role of Kiryu Kazuma. Please welcome him onto the stage.
With the drip, always.
I love his style. Like, it looks
さあ
like
続きまして
He looks cool.
八代目近江連合
Even the translator's like, yeah.
若頭補佐の
Here, let me
獅
see.
子堂構成役を演じられます
Next
本宮
up,
康和
we'll
さんで
have
す
the
本宮
lieutenant
さ
of
ん
the
ステ
Watase
ージにお
family
越しくだ
and
さ
Omi
い
Alliance subsidiary, Shishido Gosei.
Oh, what to say family? Okay.
He,
This
we
is
have
before,
Motomiya Yasukaze
7.
will be voicing that character.
続きまして八代目近江連合直参渡瀬組若頭鶴野祐
Oh, the
希役
captain
を
of the
演
Watase
じられま
family.
す山口義
Will
行さ
be
んです
Yoshiyuki
山
Yamaguchi
口さん
who's
どうぞ
playing
ス
the
テージにお
role
越しくだ
of
さい
Yuki Tsuruno Yuki, a captain of Watase family, an Omi Alliance subsidiary.
最後に
And last
総
but not real people in here?
もや赤目役を演じられます
Person
フ
who
ァー
will
ス
be
トサマーウ
voicing
イカさんで
Akame,
す
who
ウイカ
will
さん
be the
どうぞステー
Soten
ジにお越
Body's
しく
Jack
だ
of all
さい
trade, first summer Uika.
Huh. Oh, whoa, she pretty.
Alright, so all the
豪
guests
華な
are
新キャストの皆さんにお揃いいただきました改めて
Thank you
盛
very
大な
much
拍手をお
for
送
coming
り
to
く
the
ださい
Great a round of applause for all the guests.
さあそれでは皆様椅子におかけくだ
Please
さい
take a seat.
さてここからはゲストの皆さんにお話を伺ってまいり
So
たいと
now we'd
思
like
い
to
ます
ask some
ま
questions
ず
to
黒
our
田さんに
guests.
お伺いしたいんですけれども
First, to
昨年の
Kuroda-さん
発表に続き6月9日にトレーラー公開となりましたけれどもファンの皆様からは
So
ど
what
んな
was
反響
fans'
があったんでしょう
reaction
か
after the trailer that was shown on June 9th?
ね、6で一旦、
So, like,
I always forget his Kiryu voice is just his voice.
my character story ended.
He's not like putting it on.
So, but then all of our fans
これですよね、
were
外伝に
really
ついてですね。
like
はい。
rejoiced
で、あ
when
と、
the trailer popped up.
桐生が出てくるということ
Now
は
that
どういうゲ
Kiryu's
ーム
coming
システムなのっていう
A
のを
lot
結
of
構聞かれ
people
たりしま
had
した
a question saying, what kind of game
そ
system
の
would
龍
it
が如
be
く
now that
6以
Kiryu's
降およそ
back?
7年ぶりにこう桐生の新たな物語が
So it
描
has
かれ
been
るのがこ
7
の外伝
years
なんですけれども
since the
どんなお気持ちで
Like a
演じられた
Dragon
んでしょう
Sex,
か
Yakuza Sex,
うん
and there's going to be another story about Kiryu. So what did you feel
いつも
about
これ言
that?
ってることなんですけど
So,
これでラストかなと思って
Now, like I
演じて
feel like every question
出
that
たんですけども
I
それ
asked,
で6で本
I
当に最後
always feel like this is
かな
gonna be my
と思って
last
この
time
話を
to
伺って
play Kiryu. And especially when we finished Yakuza 6, that was like the
ど
end
うし
of
て
his
もこ
story.
の作品
But-
このあと桐生一馬が好きなんで
But I really
ただ
love
単純
the
にまた
character
桐生
Kiryu
一馬の
Kazuma,
人生を演じることができるってい
and
う
being
こ
given
と
a
に対
chance
する
again
喜びが
to play out, act
湧き出てくる
out Kiryu Kazuma's
だけですね
life
毎回
again,
本当
and
に嬉しい
is
です
such
よ
a
りまた
happy thing.
また桐生を演じら
I'm
れる
able
っていう
to
喜び
I do like how even Crota is like,
and just
Kiryu keeps coming back from the dead.
like,
順番
yo,
的に
he
は
had
実は龍
he,
が如
he,
く
RGG is never going to let Kiryu retire, therefore neither will Kuroda.
音声取ってるのは
So actually, we
去年の
took
RGG
recorded the
サミット
voice
でもご
of
説明しましたけど龍が如く
Yakuza
8を作ってる
or Like a
最中
Dragon
に
Infinite
やっ
Wealth
ぱり桐
first.
生のこの8に
But
至るまでの過程を
After
描くゲーム化する必要があるなって
released,
いうこと
the,
でこの
we recorded all the
龍が如くセブ
audio,
ンガイデンなオーケストラを
started
作ってる
developing
ので後でしたよね
Yakuza or Like a
そう
Dragon
遡る
Infinite
形
Wealth.
で
はいはいはい
台本も
Then we decided we need to actually go ahead and show what kind of story Kiryu had while 7 was happening. And that's when we started recording.
はいだけどあれですよ例えば龍が如くゼロもあったじゃない
And
ですか
Kuroda-san now
だ
talking
から
about,
こうずっと
but we
年を
had
取ってい
Yakuza
った桐生
Zero
を
too,
演じながら
right?
また若かりし
It seems like
桐
we
生
would
に
be
戻ると
able
かっていうのは多
to
分
act
役者さ
out
んとか声優さん
young
はそういうのって
Kiryu Kazuma
面白みを
too.
感じるんじゃないですか
And as an
面白かったです
actor, I
面
feel
白
like
かった
all
よかった
actors
はい
is
ちょっと遡って
really
演じるっていう
happy or interested, like
ありがとうご
feels
ざいます。さあ続いて
en-
本宮さんにお話を
enjoy
お伺いしたい
acting
と思い
out
ます。
different aged
まず
character
は
of
率
it,
直に
their
です
own
ね、オファーを
characters.
受けた時のお
I feel so bad for people trying to translate
Tell us a
live.
little bit
I
about
feel so
how you
bad.
felt
感想を教えていただけますか。
when you actually got the offer first, and also about your character, Shishida.
ゲーム界の大作です
It's
の
like
で
if you say the Yakuza series, it's like one
まあ
of
ありが
the
たかったんですけど
legendary game series. So when we
まあも
first
ちろ
got
ん
the
出てみた
offer,
かったっていうのもあ
I
るんです
really
けど
always wanted to
今
be
で
in it
いい
for
のかな
sure,
と
but
か
then I was first
いろいろ
contemplating,
迷
is
い
it
がありまして
do I really have the right to
で
like voice?
山口と
Like,
も
am I even ready?
相談して
And I actually asked to
どうしようか
like
って
my
いう
friends like,
話をして
should I really take the offer?
まあ
But-
先輩たちも
and my
結構出させてい
senpais
ただいてたの
like has
で
been
いろん
in
なこ
these
とを考
game
えて
as
しま
well.
って考
So
えすぎて
I just had all these
ちょっと時間
thoughts in my mind.
いただい
It
て
took me.
結論出せ
I
ずに
asked for
それで
some time to
本
decide,
当に覚悟して
and I
お受けしました
like swallowed. I just psyched
まあ
up
キャ
and
ラクタ
decided
ーは結構
I
そ
will
の
take the role.
まあ最近あまり動
So
きのない
also
よう
the
な
character-
役をまあ役者の方でやることが多かったんで
So actually, as an actor, I was playing a lot of these side roles recently. So all of a sudden now getting like this big role of a main role of a show or game.
本
So I
宮さんは
put
日本
all
統
my
一
strength
など
in
の
acting
総
it
合
out.
プロデュースも手掛けられて
So
いらっしゃって
Motomiya-san, you're also the general producer for Yakuza shows in Japan.
この龍が如くというシリーズに
These guys seem
With
nice.
the
I don't
action
know
point of view,
any of
as a
them,
producer,
obviously.
how do you feel and what do you think about Like a Dragon series?
So yeah, I have made the show called Nihon Toitsu for 10 years.
いろんなところとコラボさせて
And
Like, I know a lot of times when they bring
a
in
lot of collaboration.
people to be a face actor, it's because the actor is, like, you know, a big name, but
長く続いている
I don't watch a lot of, like,
共通
Japanese films or TV shows or anything, so I don't know who, like, most of them are.
All these shows or games.
I think the only one I knew of prior
共通があって
And
is Beat
like some
Takeshi,
に来させていただいた時
they
も
actually
Takeshi,
have, like,
whatever,
parts
however you say his name,
and
who's plays a character in Yakuza 6. I think he's the only one I knew, like, prior.
had like so much love towards this Yakuza series, and seeing like
I'll get the 6 eventually on stream.
Realize like each person puts
Someday.
soul in this
最初にお会いした時から
game. So it felt
Also, this game Gaiden comes out on like November something, right? 9th? Not 9th.
So when we talk
Sometime in
to
November?
these actors,
I
always talk about
don't
what kind
think
of, acting.
I could
We always talk about acting.
stream that
I talk with Motomiya-san
because I don't think
about how
I'll
it
be
is
done
like
with
to be a producer.
6 by then. I might be mid 6, possibly.
Me like, oh, we're doing this kind of show, producing a show like this, and then while I talk about like producing the game like this and being able to
Maybe I'll record that one
and be able to study
and put that up on
with it.
YouTube so that people can see first
They
reactions.
share a lot of stories. They share
I don't know.
like how they do their work.
させていただいていろいろ勉強させてもらってます。
Asked a lot of questions to each other, and we pretty much like we were able to study each other's like works.
Right, shared our
Hopefully by the time 8 comes out, I'll be done with 7 and can actually like do it.
So Tati was like, yeah, I feel like
'Cause I feel like that'd be kind of
role
fun,
is a little
maybe.
bit different than
Although
the roles that you
a bunch of other people might be doing that too. I don't know if that's going to be too much, especially because I
like, yeah,
also
actually, like, it was
have a lot
more
of
about roles
overlapping
that I used
audience
to do back in the
with
day.
other people who I know will be streaming that when it comes out.
To Yamaguchi-san.
I have no idea.
So this character you're playing in the game, Tsuruno,
Maybe that one's also recorded. I don't know. I don't know.
eccentric. What do you think? What do you think
I'll
about?
know when we get closer to the release dates.
知的なキャラなんですよ。
Kuroda-san actually talking about like actually Yamaguchi-san is more intellectual than eccentric usually.
だから本当は
He's whispering something into his ear.
相棒の役を役者でやってますけど、
So like usually he play out all these crazy eccentric character in
Yeah, why the whispering? What's happening?
You know that you can talk.
What's secrets?
Actually, okay. So yeah, most of the work that work, it's usually people who goes wild, crazy. So this time around, like if I, to be honest,
黒田さんよりセリフが多い。
like,
確かにそうかもしれないですね。
I think I have more lines than Kiryu and Kuroda-san this time.
Possibly. Kiryu doesn't speak a whole lot, usually.
first, it was like when I actually got this and the
Especially if you get to have your villain monologue, you're definitely going to have more lines than him.
so much lines than him.
What did you think when you actually read the script first?
So first, when I first got the offer, it was like, really? The Yakuza series? Whoa.
やっぱ仕事からアクションの
Since
方が多いので。
like I usually do a lot of the actions. First, I thought I was offered as a motion actor, but then I was like, then I was told like, oh, you're the voice. I was like, oh, thank goodness, thank goodness.
How was the recording?
I was like, yeah, it was pretty smooth because like, so the characters they will be acting is using the Kansai dialect, but you guys are not from Kansai, right? So that's why I feel like they might have a little bit of struggling while acting does, but they were doing great. Are you guys actually used to speaking Kansai dialect?
Oh, we're not.
それこそお話しした日本統一も僕ら関西人の設定で
Having to put on the Kansai dialect.
Doing the producer for this Yakuza show in Japan, so all the characters in the show.
Because it is like a dialect. It's not just like an
Kansai dialect.
accent. Like certain words just like change completely. And like
Yeah, so I'm really
verb
glad that they were able to do
tenses also like kind of change between like dialects.
So now we want to ask Uika-san.
It's like even if you're like fluent in Japanese,
I think you.
well not like fluent, but if it's like you've taught yourself
for
Japanese,
this game. Is it
you've mostly taught yourself like nothing, which is kind of like Tokyo. And then if you like
actually during COVID,
manage to like go to Japan, but you're like not in Tokyo, you're like in like Osaka or like anywhere that has like a heavy like different dialect.
At first,
it's going to be very different.
I
mean, you might still be able to use like context clues to like figure out. Oh, they're doing like this.
Since then, I only
instead of this
series on
but
radio, TV show.
It's like its own ballpark.
The Yakuza series has opened up a different world to me. And when I heard about the cabaret audition, I was like, I really want to be in it. I really want to be in the games. So that's why I applied for the cabaret auditions. And then it was like, actually, yes, we did get the get the application. And actually, we were writing. The character that we actually
so she applied to be a cabaret hostess in the game,
and we actually were having her image when she was when this character, and then we saw her application. So that's why before we accept those auditions, we sent an offer first, but then. Also because it was like at the end of the year, so it was hard to reach. So that's why when during audition we ask Uika saying like, "Hey, does your agency know about you're here?" And she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm here all alone by myself." So
no matter what my agency says, I want to play this part. That's what she said at the audition.
But then we already gave an offer to her agency about this character, so we wanted to tell her that during the audition first, but then I guess we didn't want to.
But the Grand Prix of this audition will be on Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, right?
I was like, yes. So, and she's like, what about me then? Am I gonna show up in Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth? And he's like, no, you're not. So it was like, I want to be in like Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth too. But I'm actually really honored to be able to be part of this game like this.
Okay, so she's only in Gaiden, not. Hey, she thought she was going to go into 8, got put into Gaiden instead. Okay, so something like that.
Say Nama Kaba Audition, which means live action cabaret audition. So you won't be in there as a 3D character.
Also,
but
sorry if you can hear this. This is a different water bottle than I normally use when I'm streaming.
As a cabaret audition, as a cabaret in the game.
I'm trying to do it away from the camera so it doesn't, or mic so it doesn't get picked up.
Worked with him recently with one of the show as a fisherman, and so that's why really interesting. Oh, and then now just like she was talking about I want to be in the Ryuga Gotoku 2 or Yakuza series 2, and then he was like, yeah, after working with a lot of other actors, I get like people messaging me saying Uika-san wants to show up in Yakuza. Uika-san wants to be in a Yakuza series from all around, and then actually told saying, if you keep on saying that, it might be a bad effect to actually be offered this role. So after hearing that, Uika-san was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be too eager to be wanting to be in the Yakuza.
So you love this series so much, and now you're in it. So how's your opinions towards the game change?
It's like, I'm just completely like a pure fan. So being in it, like being in the game, like I would just be like, oh, this is how you do this game. Oh, this is how you actually get me in the game. And just seeing all these things feels, everything was so new to me, and I'm just super
dress is so sparkly,
and happy to just be part of it. So like it's actually everybody has like the same reaction. Like the moment they all come into the develop,
you can definitely tell that she's a fan.
Everybody has like, similar reaction.
The studio is just great. It's just amazing.
スパルタン X という
It's like as a small.
Like the other two, it's kind of harder to tell. I mean, I'm not to doubt them. It's just like, you know,
when I was a kid.
there's always like the response of like, oh yeah, I always wanted to be in this, and then I got the offer. But like you can tell with her, it's genuine.
Seeing like the game developing world that I loved.
And I say this mostly because of how Chris Pratt reacted to being Mario and him having to like figure out what like Koopas were called. Yes, yes I am. Not that any of these guys are Chris Pratt, but it's like that always like reminds me of like, yeah, no, actors also just say shit sometimes.
From all around to make the computer graphics.
And she's definitely genuine.
And also the thickness of the script. They print it as for the papers.
The script is just so big, and I couldn't even put it in the bag, and I felt like just carrying it might.
But I thought Gaiden was supposed to be a shorter game. What do you mean the script was that big? I thought Gaiden was a shorter game.
Did not. So all the people's scripts are written in this whole script, but I didn't want to read everybody else's script because I want to enjoy the game purely. Like as an actor, probably I should look at all the other people's lines, but as a fan, I was like, I don't want to see. It's like, no spoilers, please.
Yokoyama-san tried to tell her what happened in the night. Ueda-san was actually trying to not to hear.
He was like, no, please, I'm trying to enjoy the game. Like I'm trying to like.
Oh, she sounds like fun.
Any kind of spoiler.
And also at the
Hopefully her character is treated well. RGG is stepping in the right direction with their female characters, but it's seemingly a slow process.
So please check it out.
RGG サミットをご覧の皆さん、今回3代目西田誉を演じたキム・ジェヨクです。こんにちは。世界中から愛されている龍が如くシリーズ。
Nishitani the third? Wait, what? What do you mean the third? What do you mean Nishitani the third?
少し前に来日して。
What do you mean? I mean, I know Nishitani fucks, but what do you mean?
今まで
What do you mean?
声優としてのゲームキャラクターとしての作業もして。
Is this like an inherited title? Like a Yakuza title, or is this a bloodline thing? What are you fucking talking about, sir? Sir?
シーンを少しだけちょっと拝見させていただいたんですけど、すごく迫力のある、あとリアルな感じの作品が出てて、もう個人的にもすごくワクワクしています。皆さんとゲームの中でお会いできること。
That did say Nishitani, right? Am I like dumb?
名を消した男、期待してください。ありがとうございます。キム・ジェヨクでした。
Yeah, no, okay, Nishitani the third. What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Message from Kim Jae-ok-san. Thank you very much for the video. And Yokoyama-san, would you tell us a bit about this character played by Kim Jae-ok-san?
Like, if you look at the trailer at the end, like he was like sitting at the top of the castle with the blue suits.
What do you mean the third?
He is acting these characters, Nishitani Homare. But he actually showed Nishitani Homare. The name Nishitani Homare actually showed up as well. But this name is he's a different Nishitani Homare Nishitani than the Nishitani Homare from Yakuza 0. He's the third. The name gets passed on by generation, so he has got that name and called.
Okay, so it's a title, not a bloodline thing.
It's a different.
Still, what the fuck?
So now. In the gameplay, I want people to.
If he doesn't flop on the floor with a knife and do that dead fish attack, I'm rioting. That needs to be a move that is inherited as well as the title.
Would you be able to tell us whether he's the enemy or the ally?
It was like, if you look at it, obviously it looked like an enemy, didn't it? He was like, hey, like he completely asked the name and he said, I don't have a name. You won't go off continuing saying, then let's go have a drink, right? So that obviously in the trailer it was like an enemy, but But I can't give you any other details, but hopefully you guys can kind of get the feel.
I can't believe Homare Nishitani is a title.
All right, so now, Yokoyama-san, would you tell us the release date
Sure.
for this, the man who erased his name?
Yes.
Okay, it is November 9th. I was right.
It's gonna be 2020.
I was pulling the 9th out of my ass. I genuinely could not remember what day it was.
Started, so please
さあここで本
pre-order.
宮さん、山口さん、ウイカさんにはご講談いただきます。
Thank you very much to all the guests. 本宮さん、山口さん、ウイカさん。
と思います。まず本宮さん、お願いいたします。
Would you give us some messages to your
今
fans?
回ちょっと初めて
This time around, it was my first time actually working at voicing a game
初めてのこと
character.
だったんですけど、ちょっと内側を見させ
Like
てい
being
ただ
able
いて
to see a little bit behind the
こ
scenes
れ
of
こ
game
んな大人
development
数でこんな
and seeing like, oh, this
最
game
新
is
鋭の
made like
機器
so
を
many
使って
people, so many
こんな技術
new
でやってるんだと
technologies.
びっくりし
And
ました。それも
I was so surprised of
シリーズご
how
と
I just noticed my name is different on Discord, and I'm like, why is it different on Discord?
新作ということで、
and now that
現状
this is going to be a new game,
That has nothing to do with
最
anything,
上
though.
級の今
hopefully
作品だと思うん
I
ですけ
feel
ど
like this is like one of the
ここら
best
辺
game
僕も今の段階では全体像は分から
like
ない
I like
まあ
I
ここにいる
don't
ん
I
ですけど
can't see exactly how this game would be
皆さんと一緒に
released,
楽しめたらと思って
so
ます
hopefully I can enjoy the game with you
手に
guys
取ってやっ
as
ていた
well. So I would love to play the game when it's
ありがとう
released
ござ
as
い
well.
ます
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
さあ続いて山口さ
And
ん
next,
からもコメントをお願いいたします。
台本を読ませていた
So
だいて、
after I read the script
現場で収録させてい
and
ただいたん
recorded
ですが
in the studio,
出来上がりを見てたら
when I was like seeing how it was
想像を
built,
超えてました。
it was way
想像の
bigger
向こう
than
側
I
なので
expected.
Oh,
期待してください。
oh, it's
Over and
streamer
beyond. So
mode.
please look forward
あ
to
りが
it.
とうございます。
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
そして最後にファーストサマー
And
ウイカさん
first
からコ
Summer
メントお願い
Uika-san,
いたします。
could you give some message to your fans?
外伝は
So the Gaiden,
6と7と8をこうつないで
so
いく
it
よう
seems
な
like
こう
the Gaiden
特別な
is a
作
story
品だ
that
と
would connect from
思い
6,
ますので、
7,
そ
and
の作品に
8.
関われたことを
6,
心から感謝
Like a
し興
Dragon,
奮しているんですけ
and
れ
Infinite
ど
Wealth.
も、
So I'm
もしかした
glad
ら
that I was
プレイヤーの皆
part
さん
of
とかファンの
that
皆さん
too.
から
And
ご覧になったら
maybe people
It's so
who
fucking dumb. Why is it hiding users?
people who play people who's a fan of all the Yakuza series. Some people might be really angry at me saying like you just came in from like 7, how dare you noob. But I feel like I was able to
Have people
I was able
express
to
that
act
opinion
out
that
character
because you've only played 7, you're not a Yakuza
myself.
fan?
So please, you might hate me, but please do not hate Akame, okay? You can hate me, but do not hate the character Akame. Thank you very much.
Oh, I like her a lot.
Yes,
She's so sweet.
山口義之さん、ファー
It
スト
must
サ
be
マ
a
ーウイ
joke.
カさんでした。ありが
Well,
とうご
thank
ざ
you
い
very
ま
much
し
to the
た。
review.
皆さん盛大な拍手でお送りください。
Do people actually have that opinion?
Yes, Kazu-san, Yamaguchi.
Just because 7's like a different genre of game,
Uika-san has like a gag.
it's still a Yakuza game.
But do not hate this. Type
Yeah.
of thing. So she was
It's still definitely a Yakuza game.
but
さあ
do
それ
not
ではで
hate
すね、
Akame,
次に
please.
移る前にもう
Alright.
お一方ゲストをお呼
We
びしたい
have
と思
another
いま
guest.
す。龍が如く8で春日一番役を演じられます中
Please
谷
welcome
です。
Kazuhiro Nakaya, who's playing the role of Kazuya Ichiban in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Please welcome him to the stage.
Kasuga. All right.
I remember last year he was talking about how he was excited to be able to like call for Kiryu again because he also voiced Nishiki.
Thank you very much for coming today.
I didn't forget Nishiki's name. That was just my brain farting. Like I had Nishiki's name like in my brain and my mouth was just like, I don't know how to shape those syllables. And it's like, yes, you fucking do.
さあということで、龍が如く8のダブル主人公
So now we have double protagonists for Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth today here on stage.
I didn't get this joke. I pulled it from Tumblr or Twitter. I forgot where. But it was like
about this game.
でもまあその前に
they were like, oh yeah, Kiryu is like connected to infinity. That's why he's in like infinite wealth. And it's like, yeah, Kiryu's like connected to infinity because you're infinitely bringing him back forever and not gonna let him rest. Is this the Ichiban butt trailer? I think it is. Yes! How does no one notice he's naked already, like, from there? Like, people were clearly walking towards him. Oh, that's why there was a paper on him. There's a very convenient brochure. I think people have figured out from this shot that this is very specifically Waikiki. I think. Looks about right. Ma'am, how do you not notice that he's naked and walking towards you before? Earlier. How did you not notice? Ma'am?
Oh my god! A stranger!
Oh, surf's up, dude. Yeah, dude. Hang loose, bro.
But hey, we finally got confirmation that tattoos do go on the butt! Or at least Ichiban's does.
Huh? Huh?
How the fuck did you end up in Hawaii, bro? How did you get here? Oh, is that him with his own Yakuza 3 outfit? It kind of looked like it a little bit.
はい、映像をご覧いただきましたけれども、
Thank you very
こちらの映像、公開される
But also, hey, RGG has finally made some white characters that aren't horrifying.
Everyone was talking about this trailer.
いたりっていうことも気になるんで
So
すけれども、
Ichiban was totally naked in the trailer, and also he's at this beach in a foreign
ファンの
country.
皆さんの間で
What's
話題に
happening
なっていました
there?
が、これ一番はどういう状況なんですか？
こういう状況なんですね。
She's like, what's happening? Is like, that's happening. So in Yakuza 7 or Yakuza Like a Dragon, Kasuga pretty much started out where pretty much thrown away completely.
Yeah, there's like a running joke of Ichiban ending up in random cities with varying degrees of lost clothes. Because this has happened to him twice now.
At the end, at the Like a Dragon, was pretty like how he climbed up from nothing. So pretty much we wanted to kind of showcase, you know, that from going back up again. Like I guess he's always like that. He'll start out kind of something like that all the time, just kind of thrown out
But you
completely
cannot-
butt naked again.
But you cannot tell us where this is, right? It's in foreign country?
Yeah, just kind of foreign country. But yes, it's a foreign country. But
You say that as if people wouldn't have figured out that this is Waikiki, because I'm pretty sure that actually is. I've been there.
promotional video that was just made to showcase, but no, that's literally in the game. It's just a cut from literally an in-game footage that would be shown in game too. So I was like, we thought that if we were gonna announce it, we would show off
ただどう
like
い
a
う流れ
little
であの
sneak
シーンに
peek
たどり
of a
着く
game
のか
like
というの
that.
が全く予想はできないんですけれども。
I don't know how he's gonna end up on the beach totally naked.
Yeah, it's true. Like you can't expect, but maybe that's why that's the little charm. So
I just don't know
it's like a promotional video that
if he ends up alone there,
so it's a promotional
how
video, so people
returning 7 characters could be part of his party, which is what I'm scared about. Because I'm scared they're going to, you know, they have introduced us to, you know, like Namba, Adachi, Sayako, Jungi, Zao and stuff, and they're like, hey, you're like super attached to them, right? Like they're really good?
And that was
Forget about the new party. Fuck you.
popular.
Like I'm scared of that because they've done that
Completely naked. So
with, you know, other playable characters like
the occasion.
Tanemura and Shinada. And I'm like scared they're going to do the same thing and just like get rid of them new cast
He was like, yeah,
every time.
is insane, huh? Like that. I was like, yeah, that's right.
I don't think they would do that, especially because
Had some kind of sexy voice.
at the very least, Namba, Adachi, and Sayako are confirmed to be back. but still,
situation like maybe I had like a little bit of like the.
Mary's a whole other party because she's a real person who won a contest to get in the game. So if she doesn't come back, that's actually
I was wearing clothes, so do
the expected result.
I was not butt naked when I recorded. He's like, of course you.
でもこのシーンとかって映像に合わせて声取ってない。
But this scene, we did not record the audio matching the video, but we just recorded the audio first, and then we added the, we got
You did
that
such a
video.
great job.
Yeah, you really did a great job picking up the nuance of the situation. So yeah, I did my best. So hopefully you all would show how much my acting that I did.
龍が如く8って龍が如く7の後
Like Infinite Wealth is after Like a Dragon, like Yakuza Like a Dragon. So that's why. So probably maybe Yokohama Ijincho might probably show up in the game as well. But there will be a location like this that you'll probably be going to a location like this as well. It's not just one situation kind of scene, but it's also a video of a location. But I would not gonna tell more about this. Yes, I'm gonna shut my mouth about the now, but yes, you'll. The Yokohama and this location is like it's really well made. So please keep in mind. I can't tell you guys more. However, now that we have both of them here, and we can't just have them leave after we have them as a guest over. So now that this game is
I'm
dual
curious as to where 8 is going to go.
And Kasuga. So we wanted to
because it's like Kiryu was confirmed back, but Ichiban's also in America. What is happening?
I wanted to kind of show a little bit of
why did Kiryu need to come back anyway?
That's in the game, and we want to kind of show you guys that now.
ことが済んだら大解散の尻拭いを手伝ってください。あんただって片足突っ込んだ当事者なんだからよ。
Right, the fucking haircut. I somehow forgot about it. I don't know how.
お前に説教を食らうとはな。
長く生きてりゃこういう珍しいことが起こるんですよ。
I think there's a picture of this on a website somewhere, because this shot actually looks kind of familiar.
そうかもな。
そうっすよ。
なら、俺からも一つ説教しておくか。
はい。
お前、冴子に何言ったんだ？ 歴戦のキャバ嬢をあんだけ怒らせるなんて相当だぜ。
やっぱまだ怒ってましたか。
プロポーズしたんだよな。
はい。
What？
そんでこっぴどく振られました。難波と足立さんにも反省会してもらって。 めちゃくちゃ謝ったんですけど。
I'm like going through my head, going through like 7 in their interactions. It's like, was there like, I mean, obviously you can romance her, quote unquote. But I'm like in main story, I'm like, is there like any actual like romantic interest in between the two? And I'm like, I genuinely don't remember. I don't think there was. I just read it as friendship, but that might also just be my ace ass being like, hell yeah, men and women friendships. No, you fucking haven't. No, you haven't. Unless you mean the telephone clubs in Zero. No, you fucking haven't, you liar.
じゃあ、プロポーズとかしたことあります？
当然だ。
マジっすか？ 参考までに何て言ったか覚えてます？
プロポーズか。
You can't be talking about Yumi because that wasn't a proposal. That was him hiding behind feelings and still getting her a ring. He can't be talking about Yumi.
かなり気になるキーワードが
There were some keywords in the trailer in the conversation.
But I actually do like that scene a lot because it's just the two of them being buddy buddy. I actually appreciate that a lot.
Like proposing.
It's pretty good.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, obviously the obvious joke is he's proposing to Majima. That's probably what everyone else is joking about. I obviously can't tell because I'm in my room alone recording this.
What are they?
But I bet that's what everyone else is doing.
That scene, actually, it was my first time seeing that scene myself, and I kind of felt like I was about to cry. It was like, yeah, like when we record each person's like voices. So now seeing them like
I do love RGG being like, no, look, our characters are straight. They're straight. They like women, and everyone's just like, bye.
His reaction,
as in bi.
Exactly what you were thinking. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, he'll probably act.
Like, you could tell this is probably, at least partially, because.
Yes. So, yeah, so them hearing how that conversation goes is their first time hearing it like this.
Or maybe it's just me coming off of Tears of the Kingdom, because they do something very similar in Tears of the Kingdom. Nintendo, that is, where
them too.
Link got shipped with another male character very much in Breath of the Wild, and in Tears of the Kingdom, they introduce a love interest for said male character, and it's like, yeah, okay. Link has two hands.
It was like, who would ask anyone to Kiryu about love relationships? Like, I felt like we're still, you know, haven't, you know, have that much relationship between each other.
Also,
we can't tell you any details about
but like,
why
genuinely
about this here.
If the answer isn't like Majima, who the fuck is Kiryu talking about when he says, yeah, I've proposed to someone? Because it wasn't Yumi.
Psycho now. But why? Also, Kasuga apparently seems like they said propose.
And it wasn't Kaoru either. And those are the only two canon love interests.
You saw. So, the video you saw, you cannot get.
Who the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Depending on the video you saw. So it's just like another one episode. But then there's like a main story. You would think like main.
But yeah, I am
guess that main story
upset about them trying to force an Ichiban Psycho romance because again, I'm pretty sure there wasn't anything romantic going on because they had just met.
Show that like, yo, the two main characters,
again, yes, Psycho was quote unquote romanceable, along with a bunch of other female characters in 7. But like, that wasn't anything. Doesn't she like kiss him in his sleep and he thinks it was a dream and then she's just like, haha, what a funny dream, and like plays along with it or whatever the fuck. I never did it.
Like a service
I wasn't interested in doing it at all in 7.
One of the main aspects of the game, right? So like there are like different scenes as well. And so like to get to this place, there's a lot of things has happened too. So you know. But for a while,
upset about that, liking this buddy moment between Ichiban and Kiryu. Still baffled as to why Kiryu looks like that. Still even more baffled as to why Kiryu was back. Why is he back? Please.
数日前に出したそのヤドカリの映像だと
Oh, that video of the hermit crab, and then you probably can watch the beach scene and this scene, and it's like, well, those two scenes are completely two different scenes. So I don't know if you guys can get that Yakuza series itch by just watching those two videos, but
yeah, yes, you can. Have you not seen this series? This game jumps from goofy, like, cartoon bullshit to I'm gonna rip your heart out constantly.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so
it's what the series is kind of known for at this point.
Might be able to get more information why they were able to conversate like this, and he's like, oh, maybe, could be, but also like in the actual game you'll be able to, like in Infinite Wealth, you'll be able to get more information of why they were able to kind of have their relationship in that level of like having.
But again, hopefully I get a point where I can kind of
this is the release date for
explain my thoughts as to why I am scared about Kiryu coming back in 8.
It's gonna be released on November 9th, 2023.
I've been burned before and I don't want to be burned again, please.
Released.
I know you're a different developer, but you're seemingly doing the same thing.
please look forward to
龍
these
が如
two
く7ガイデン名を
games.
消した男、そして龍が如く8の発売まで皆様楽しみにお待ち
Please
くだ
look
さい。
forward to both of the titles.
さあそこで、ここでですねお時間が迫ってまいりまし
Alright,
た。
I guess we
皆
gotta
様
wrap it up.
龍が如くファンの皆様
So would you give some comments and messages to your
まず
fans?
中谷さんからコメント
First,
をお願いします。
Nakaya-san.
はい、今、RGG サミットをご覧の
So,
皆さん、
people who's watching RGG Summit,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much.
龍が如く8でですね、
So, in Like a
改めて
Dragon
セブン
Infinite
一
Wealth,
本に家族になった兄弟になった
you'll be able to see people, Kasuga, who became part of your family, and you'll be able to see their characters in the game as well.
ちょっとお兄ちゃんの
So,
桐生さんに甘える春日なんかが見られ
like
たり
maybe you might be able to see Kasuga, who's kind of like in a way talking with his older brother Kiryu Kazuma kind of style. Being able to see this kind of brotherly relationship would be pretty cool. So please look forward to this game.
Thank you very much.
そして黒
Thank
田
you,
さんお願い
Nakaya-san.
いたします。
And Kuroda-san.
はい、まず
Yes.
8
So Infinite Wealth,
本当に
in this game,
私は台本当然読みましたけ
yes,
ども
of course I read the
本当に
script,
想像を超え
but
ます
you cannot, like completely, it's out of what you can expect.
It's beyond imagination.
Yes.
こんな展開なんの
You'll be like, oh, that's how it leads up to the story?
たくさんあります
There's like so many situations where like, oh, that's how it goes?
てると思います
So you will be really surprised and you will enjoy.
外伝ですね
And also the Gaiden,
I don't know if I should be scared by this or not.
his name,
ストーリー
the
I really don't.
story is
本
incredible.
当に私はこの作品一つできて
Like
台本
after
いただい
this
て
game,
僕で終わらなくてよ
game
かった
designed, and then I
この
got the
作品
script.
を
I
演じ
was
られ
like,
てよかった
thank goodness this Kiryu Kazuma
そして
didn't end at just
この
6,
後
but I was
自分も
thank goodness
楽しもう
we were able to get more
ぜひ
story.
ゲームを楽しもうと思いまし
And
た
then
そ
I
して
felt
今
like
回
I
の
would want to
共演
enjoy
し
this
てくださっ
story,
た
this
先ほど
series
の
more.
本宮さん山口
And
さん
thank you very much, people
30
who
年近く前
also
からやっ
people
ぱり
who also
知り合っ
acted
てい
with
た
me, like
お二人
Yamaguchi-san, people who
が
I
みん
known since like 30 years ago.
すごい
Like
まあ特に山口さんは元
so,
気な
especially
若者だったの
Yamaguchi-san,
であんな貫禄が出て
like
素敵な
he
渋い
was
男
like
性
such
に
a
なった
like
んだ
an
なと思って
eccentric, energetic person.
本宮
Now
さんと
he's like well like
あの
matured,
二人と
and
共演できたこと
being
も
able to
私はものすごく
act
個人
with
的にです
them
けど
was such an
嬉しく
honor
思います
and
それ
happy.
で彼らがやっている日本統一とまた
Also,
お二人
people,
と
if
も
you can watch
全く違
their
うキャラクタ
show,
ーで
Nihon
今
Toitsu,
回の外伝の方は出演されますので
so like it's a completely
彼ら
different
の
character
芝居
from
も楽しみに
their
してくだ
show.
さい
So please, if you're a fan of
絶対
them,
に
please enjoy
絶対に
their
ひっくり返ると思い
different
ますぜひ外伝の
characters
方も
that will be
楽しみにしてください
acting other than the Toits, Nihon Toitsu, their Yakuza
黒
show.
田
So
さんあり
please
がとうござ
enjoy
いました
and please be excited for the game.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to plug everyone.
からメッセー
Turtle's
ジ
so
をお願い
nice.
いたします。
Please give some messages.
本日は
Yokoyama-san.
ありがとうございまし
It's
た
like thank you very much for today. Thank you all for coming and
楽しい
watching.
内容だったら楽しんでいただけたら
Hopefully you guys
幸いでございます
enjoyed this show, the
ま
summit.
ず
First,
龍が如くセブンガイデン
let's
名を
talk
消した
about
男と
Like a
龍が如く
Dragon
エイトっていう
7,
のを
Like a
僕ら
Dragon
が作れて
Gaiden.
るのは龍が如くセブン
And
ライカードラ
so
ゴンという
first,
タイトルが
so now
これまでの
the game-
龍が如くファンの方々と新しく
so now it's called Yakuza Like a
龍が如くセブン
Dragon
から
in the
発売
state,
された
in
ファンの
English.
方々に受け入れられたから
So I'm glad that people started
なので改めて
accepting
龍
the
が
name
如く
change
春日
as
一番の
Like a
新しい主人
Dragon.
公と
So
I mean, I have, but I'm still gonna stick with the numbers just because that's the easiest way to do it.
Kazuma as another character with alongside of Kiryu Kazuma, and now that I'm like I'm here as a
I mean, part of me is a little scared about the departure from numbers because that always makes it a little bit more complicated for like a newbie to figure out what order things go in.
And I feel like I have made a great game that the fans would want, but
Which is why I'm continuously just going to use the numbers,
more,
which is probably going to make it more confusing. But
we can't give
hey,
you
8
guys-
is easier to say.
but I actually got this a little.
Oh, there's another one in fall. All right, cool.
We have RGG Summit Fall 2023 to show you more information about these two games.
Okay, there's another one.
So we will have like.
But yeah, 8 is easier to say than Infinite Wealth, and 7 is easier to say than Like a Dragon. Therefore, I'm going to stick with the numbers because I'm lazy.
Information about the game, so please look forward to the next summit. So it's pretty much like it says fall, right? So it's pretty much like the same as last year. And she's like, so
Is
September.
it okay to assume that it's gonna be in September?
And she's like, yeah, maybe, pretty
Maybe.
much.
Well, it has to be before November if they said
have
both
more info by
games.
then, right?
It's like, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. But so we'll give you more information about Yakuza Infinite Wealth, like a Dragon Infinite Wealth
横山
as
代表か
well.
らのメッセージでした。ありがとうございま
Thank
した。
you very much, Yokoyama-san.
さあこれをもちまして RGG サミット
So I guess this is time to end RGG Summit Summer 2023.
Thank you all for watching, and also thank you very much for Yokoyama-san and to everybody over here.
Kuroda-san and Nakaya-san, thank you very much. Please look forward to upcoming titles and upcoming info from RGG Studio. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, and thank you all. Hopefully you all enjoyed our translation.
Props to you two, whoever the hell you two are doing the live dubbing. That could not have been easy. Props to you two. There he goes. All right, then we see, yeah, we saw a couple of these last year. A couple of the shots with like Ichiban and crew. So at least the primary four are back. Who knows if Jungi or Zao are coming back? We haven't seen either of them, which is unfortunate. But yeah. All right. Overall, that looked pretty good. I'm excited for Gaiden. I don't know what the hell is happening in 8, but it looks like it's going to be a wild ride. But okay, my thoughts about Kiryu coming back for 8. I don't remember what I said about this last year, but I'm especially reminded about why I am not super excited about Kiryu coming back for 8 is that it reminds me a lot of what happened with Apollo Justice in the Ace Attorney series, which I got reminded of because the quote-unquote Apollo Justice trilogy, and imagine all the quotations you can around trilogy, is coming out soon, which is supposed to be Ace Attorney 4, 5, and 6, Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. Now, I actually do like Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. Sure, they're probably not as good as, like, you know, the first game or the third game, but I still enjoyed my time with them. But, dear God. Okay, hi, what's up? Hey, can I, like, just... There we go. Have that be my picture. Thank you. So, what happened is, in Ace Attorney 4, Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, they introduced a new protagonist, Apollo Justice, and he's the character that you play as the entire game. Phoenix Wright, the old protagonist, is still... Can you... I thought I paused you. Stop. God, I wish that would go away, but it's probably not going to because it actually is paused. Unfortunate. Phoenix Wright, the old protagonist, is still there as a supporting character, but he's very much, like, in the background. He's kind of a mentor figure, kind of not. And it's like, that was fine. I was willing to accept that, yes, Phoenix Wright is no longer the protagonist. We're going to play as Apollo from now on. That's cool. Apollo Justice also ended on, like, you know, like a kind of note of, like, I believe there's literally a scene where Phoenix is like, this is your story now, referring to Apollo, meaning that, you know, again, Apollo's supposed to be the new main protagonist. Can you guess who the, main protagonist of Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice is? Because if you guessed Apollo Justice, you'd be incorrect. It's still Phoenix Wright. Like, yes, Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice also introduced a new character, Athena Sykes, and in both games you are actually playing Phoenix, Apollo, and Athena, bouncing between all of them, and they're all, like, equally playable. It is still abundantly clear that Phoenix is the main character and always has been, even if both Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice give more facets to Apollo's backstory, which makes him have like 3 different ones and none of them quite merge like very well, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? He's a different character every game. And like, not that, you know, RGG is gonna do exactly that with Ichiban, but it feels incredibly similar. Of Kiryu was like a background character, almost non-existent in 7. Ichiban is the new protagonist. If you defeat Amon in 7, Kiryu shows up and like will mention, yes, Ichiban's like a good like person to carry on my legacy or whatever the fuck. And there's literally a chapter in 7 in Like a Dragon called Passing of the Torch, as in, you know, the like torch of being the Yakuza protagonist has moved on from Kiryu to Ichiban. And the ending credits song in Like a Dragon in 7 is a song called Ichibanka, which can mean both #1 song or song for Ichiban because, you know, puns. And it's a song that's literally welcoming Ichiban to like the series and like, hey, he's the new protagonist. Kiryu is back and he's playable in the sequel? And I'm just like, this seems so incredibly similar to what happened with Apollo Justice and Phoenix, right? And I am terrified that, as I said before, like, even if this is a Yakuza 0 situation where it's like, you know, you start and end the game with Ichiban, emotionally this game might still belong to Kiryu, because that's what happened in 0. As I said before, you start and end the game with Kiryu, but emotionally 0 is very much more Majima's game. And I'm like, why did Kiryu have to come back? Especially because, like, I think at one point they were, like, had mentioned, like, oh yeah, we're bringing Kiryu back not because we're afraid that our games aren't going to sell without him, but because he is integral to the story. And it's like, you're the fucking writers. If you can't write a story without Kiryu, write a different fucking story. Like, I'm not much of a writer, but I have had a couple moments where a character, quote unquote, does something I wasn't expecting to when I'm, like, writing them. But there's also a process called Kill Your Darlings, which has been completely misinterpreted. And it's not literally kill off your characters. It's like, hey, even if there's a part in your writing or your story that you really like, if you can't get it to fit well, maybe you have to cut it out. And it feels like they don't know how to just not include Kiryu. Like, if I ever do a Yakuza tier list, I'll get more into this, but it's like, I always give 4 a pass, kinda, like, only, like, slapping Kiryu in, like, last minute, what it feels like, because it was the first time they were doing multiple protagonists, and they went very ambitious. It was like, oh yes, for the 4th Yakuza game, let's have 4 protagonists. But, like, Kiryu is very much just kind of slapped on to the end. He did not really have to be in 4. I don't know if 4 would have sold that well, because I know people did not have a good reaction to, like, Akiyama, Shinada, and especially Tanamura at the time. But, like, you don't always have to include Kiryu. But anyway, that's just my misgravings. I'm still going to get 8. I'm still going to probably enjoy 8 because I am very extremely easy to please. Even if, like, there are bits that I don't like, I'll still overall enjoy a game. It's hard for me to actively dislike it. Like, if you ever hear me air my thoughts out about 5, it's like there are definitely a bunch of parts of 5 that I complain about, but overall I'm still like, yeah, 5's a good game, go play it. Even if it's my least favorite Yakuza game. A bad Yakuza game is still a good video game. And all that. But yeah, that's gonna probably be my thoughts on this. Very excited and interested in Gaiden. 8 looks like it's gonna be a wild ride. Have some fears about 8, but hopefully RGG can prove me wrong. I'm honestly not kind of expecting them to, because I am so burnt. But hopefully they can. Anyway, I guess this is going to go on YouTube. I don't know when. Maybe the 16th. YouTube, you'll know when this goes live because that's how you're going to be watching it. Anyway, bye-bye.